Hello and welcome back to another street photography video. This time I'm in Amsterdam, Netherlands, famous for its colorful houses alongside the canals and also being one of the most friendliest cities for bikers. Bike-friendly city. I'm gonna do this voiceover because the ambience of the city is too boring in my opinion. So I'm gonna just, commentate and talk about what I'm shooting, what I'm thinking, where I'm going, my settings, and so on. So here I am starting off taking my photos with this bike, nice red colorful bike, adjusting my settings. I think most of my shutter speed at least is somewhere between 1/100, 1/125, and my aperture is between f4 and f7.1 depending on the shot, and my ISO is as low as possible. Yeah. So I'm not staying in Amsterdam, I just had a quick stop on my way to Portugal and I had 6 hours between my first flight and the second flight. So in order to do something, I decided to go out and do some street photography and make this video. Here I am just trying to frame the bikes in the foreground and have people in the middle ground and houses in the background. So if I can get all these three things in that order, that would be perfect. And on the left side of the video I'm showing the raw image and also the edited one, and as well as the number of the image, because I want you to later in this video comment which one was your favorite, if any of these images was your favorite. So that's why I included a number on the bottom right of the image. I have no idea what I'm shooting, just walking around trying to find interesting things, walking aimlessly. Very cloudy weather today, even though the weather prognosis said that it would be sunny, but it wasn't. Found this random narrow street and took a picture, 18 millimeters. This lady was cleaning up trash, very nice of her. The city was really dirty that day and I think I know the reason for that, and that is because it is Saturday. Yeah, and a lot of people were probably out at night and trashed the city, and the cleaning people didn't have time to clean everything up since this is early in the morning. So that's my guess for why it's so dirty in the streets. But I don't think that it looks that dirty every day. Yeah. This is a one-take voiceover, so hopefully this works out. I'm a little bit shy when taking photos in public, but since this is a brand new city and a big one, I don't feel as shy because I know people don't care and they have probably seen everything on the streets. So me walking around taking some pictures wouldn't impress them. And you shouldn't really care about what other people think and just do your own thing. Here I'm just trying to scoop past these guys just to have more space to take pictures and less people in front of me. I saw this guy taking some photos, so I thought, let me see, can I take a photo here? Is there anything interesting? Trying to avoid taking pictures of the trash on the streets. I could have photoshopped it out, but that's not the point of this video or the images. It's just for me to walk around and explore the city and force myself to take some photos. Still no idea what I'm taking pictures of, just gonna go on this bridge and take a symmetrical shot of this canal. so I'm not only standing on the side. Other side of the bridge as well. I often go out without using my glasses or my contacts and just point camera at random directions to zoom in and see if I can find anything nice. So you'll see me just pointing camera in random directions and not taking any pictures, and that's just because I want to see what's over there. It was really windy today, cloudy and windy, as I said, no sun. You can see there's a lot of trash in the streets. Guess they just didn't have time to clean up. I think this is around somewhere 10 in the morning, 10 AM. So it's still really early. Trying to frame some bikes in the foreground. Colorful houses in the background. And river in the middle. Lots of colorful bikes. So my goal is to find one really cute bike to take picture of, and that bike needs to be placed at a nice place with a nice view. Cars and bikes share the street, and I don't mean like road, like I'm thinking about pedestrian street, like I'm walking here. So it must be really difficult to own a car to drive it around, especially since you need to yield for both pedestrians and bikers. Here's a cute pink bike, I thought, so I got down a little bit to have a better framing, better angle. Just walking aimlessly, looking at the bikes and the shops around. For some reason there were a lot of construction at this time in Amsterdam. Not sure why, but a lot of these houses are kind of leaning forward, so I guess they're just old and they need to rebuild them. Yeah, lots of green garbage cans alongside the streets. Trying not to take pictures of them, but I want to capture people in motion, especially on the bikes. You can hear it's really windy on a bridge in between houses. Take a picture of this lady. Yep. No alcohol zone. I find some of the signs really unique and funny, like no alcohol zone, no drugs zone, and some signs even say don't buy drugs from strangers, only at stores. And yeah, very unique because I never seen them before. Found this flower pot in the middle of the bridge and I tried to have it in the foreground. Maybe I should have focused on the flower instead than on the buildings in the background. Yeah, just looking around, looking for things to take pictures of, and I saw this guy opening up his shop. It looked very colorful, and there's this bridge in the background that I thought looked kind of cute. And I tried to get some pictures with people passing by as well. Lots of bikers. Gonna go to the left side here, towards what looks like to be a city center or just a square meeting place. I have no idea where I'm walking. I'm just walking aimlessly. My hands are starting to get really cold and numb, so I'm just squeezing them, hopefully to, I don't know, move my blood or just ignore the feeling of pain. can see lots of cars. Actually, not that many, but there's cars in the streets, there's bikers and people. I can't imagine what it looks on in a rush hour. Probably chaos, because everyone bikes, and bikes are fast. Yeah, here I'm just zooming in, not taking any pictures, just to see if there's anything nice. The sky was starting to clear up a little bit and started getting blue. Just trying to capture people passing by in front of these flowers and having this building in the background with a bridge. My lens only goes as low as f4, so that's what I'm using, f4, sometimes 5.6, but I wish I had a wider aperture lens. But for this type of photography, I think this lens is good enough. It's a Sony 18-105 f4 zoom lens. Found this bike nicely placed next to this flower pot, so I'm trying to frame it and have the buildings in the background, but I am not sure if I want to have the whole bike in the picture or only the back wheel. Just adjusting my settings, trying to find something I like, moving the focus around, zooming in and out to decide if I want the whole bike or only the back wheel. Yeah, can't feel my hands, so I'm just squeezing each hand, trying to make the blood flow. Also, this is a one-take voiceover, so I'm not trying to make it perfect or nice or flow nicely. I'm probably saying a lot of mistakes since English is not my main language. So hopefully this works out. My first time doing this type of video. I've done street photography before, street photography videos, but not with a voiceover like this. So leave a comment if you have any feedback, I would appreciate that. Sniping some photos of bikers moving. Also, I realized a lot of bikes have the front wheel colored in blue, painted in blue. Not all, but a lot of them have it. I don't know if it's to symbolize the front side of the bike or the back side, but I've never seen that before. Here we see garbage trucks and people working hard to clean up the streets. I can't imagine what it looks like at night on a Friday, Sunday or Saturday. There's not that many people out today. A little bit of tourists, but that's about it. I saw this cool road on the left side, which was curving to the left side, and I thought it looked interesting because it has this leading line, and I'm all about those leading lines. I just realized the sign says no bikes there. I wonder why, and that's probably why it looks so empty, that street. Many interesting shops on all sides, and interesting in a way that some of them sell drugs, which I am not used to seeing, and other things. Very, very unique. I've never seen that before. I saw this cool house on the other side, on the corner. and I wanted to capture a biker in front of it, but he already gone. Funny thing is when I want a biker to pass in front of me, they never come, but when I don't expect them, they come in so many. They come in waves. There's supposed to be a lot of bikers. Why are there not? Also, another thing I realized, a lot of cars have a number license in blue color, and I haven't seen that either before. Usually European cars have yellow number plates with black text, but some cars here have blue ones with black text, black numbers. I wonder why. Oh, and there comes a biker, finally. Good enough, I guess. Gonna move towards that old building in the middle. Have no idea what it is, but it looks important. I also like to look behind me after walking through a street, because when you turn back it looks like a whole nother street. So remember to do that. While walking, I saw this tunnel on the left side and I thought it looked interesting because there was smoke coming out on the right side and a guy standing there smoking or something. So I took a couple pictures. And the houses in the background. I like them very much. Amsterdam kind of reminds me of Venice a little bit, because there's canals everywhere and houses on the sides, but Venice is sinking, meanwhile Amsterdam is not. What impresses me most about Netherlands is that this country is on the forefront of developing dam technology and reclaiming land, which I find really amazing and interesting on how they do it. They're building huge dams and have like this water control. I have no idea how to explain it. Water supply and control of the dams of the rivers, so they can direct water where they want and they need it, so that they can basically move water away from the shore and reclaim the land to build, you know, houses and stuff. Yeah, it's fascinating. Here you can see cars with blue license plates everywhere. I saw this flag, Netherlands flag, on the other side, on the building there, and I thought to take a picture with the bikers in the foreground and the flag in the background. It's really scary sometimes to walk next to the street because there's so many bikers and they come in fast. So you need to be careful and look to both sides. Now I'm just walking towards this traffic light with only one light. I'm not sure how to call it. I'm just gonna hide behind it or in front of it so no car will kill me. And just point my camera and take some pictures. Yeah, you can see some cars have yellow license plates and some have blue. Occasionally some have white. White is normal, yellow is normal in Europe, and blue I've never seen before. So now I'm zooming in a lot because I'm so far away. I think I'm around 70, 80, maybe even going as far up as 105 millimeters. And that's how I get this image so compressed and looking big, by zooming in a lot. I really like this picture with all the signs in the background and the car. Again, sky is clearing more and more and getting more blue, which is nice. Really windy still. I saw this police car coming towards me and I got a little bit nervous, but it wasn't for me, luckily. They probably don't care about a normal guy just standing in the middle of the street taking some photos. But yeah, there's a lot of police in the city, just driving around, making sure everyone's having a good time. At this point, I'm starting to get tired of standing next to this pole, so I'm thinking about going on the other side and taking pictures of this old building. But I don't really enjoy taking pictures of the touristy places or buildings. Like, every city has those famous buildings, old famous buildings that everyone takes pictures of. And I don't really like that, but I might do it as well since I'm already here. Yeah, I wasn't really in the center, I believe. This building is tilted to the side a little bit. So the best way to take a picture of this type of buildings is to either be straight on or find a creative angle from the side, but the last one is a little bit more challenging. Gonna take a couple more photos of the street I really enjoyed, because there's tram lines and the road is really curvy. You have a clock on the top right, buildings on all the sides, and in the background in the middle, and a cloudy decent sky. So, how was your day? Did you take any pictures today? I like this guy walking right in front of me and I got his cup in the picture. So what I need to practice more is to take pictures of things and have something in the foreground and not just take pictures of the subject. If you have something in the foreground, subject in the middle and a decent background, that's a good picture. But I'm always forgetting about the foreground. Foreground is important. So I took the, oh, here you see the blue wheel, front wheel on this bike. But not this bike. So some bikes have painted blue front wheels. If you know the reason for that, leave a comment. And while taking pictures of these bikers on this corner, I realized that I wanted to try this panning shot. Basically, you have a low shutter speed, around 1/80 or even lower, and you're just panning to the side, to whichever direction they go, and you match their speed so that you get this nice blurred background. But you need to be really stable with your hands when taking pictures, so you're only moving to the side. And the subject you're taking picture of needs to have a little bit of speed to get that motion blur. I haven't really practiced doing it much before, only on cars, but I thought it was too boring and cars move kind of slow in the city centers, but bikes do not. So I got to practice a little bit taking pictures of the bikers. I really enjoy doing this technique. My hand's starting to feel numb. So, I don't know, I'm just trying to shake it off. It's not that cold outside, I think it's around 10 degrees Celsius, but because it's windy, your hands get cold really quick. Hands and head, but because I didn't bring either a hat or gloves with me, I was starting to get cold. So this tram in front of me, they have really nice smooth trams, good reflections on that. I wonder if that sign that says Zone 30 30 kilometers per hour is meant for cars or bikers or both. Who knows? Nice, clean trams. Very photogenic. The green lights on the street lights are so short. I think it's like 5 seconds and it's over. So you need to be fast. When it's green light you need to move, because they change quickly. And I think the reason for that is because there's so many bikes moving so fast and they have no time to stop. So you as a pedestrian need to move. But yeah, this was my last picture and my hands are numb, I can feel them. I'm gonna put my camera away in my backpack and warm my hands. Hope you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment what you think, and I will see you next one. Thank you for watching. Bye!